Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Sean. This is Ghost Coast Trading Cards, and today I said we were going to do. We're going to have a new type of video, and we are going to be playing some Star Wars Unlimited on Carabast. And the first deck that we're going to be looking at is one that I made. This is Obi-Wan blue deck using Vergence Temple as the base that we're going to be running with. If you're not familiar with Obi-Wan, his action ability is to tap him, use the Force. He can give an experience token to a unit. And then Vergence Temple, it's a 25 health base rather than the 28s that the normal Force bases run. Reason for this is if you control a unit with 4 or more remaining HP, the Force is with you. So it gives you a little bit more options of units to play. So non-Force units rather than with the normal Force bases where you have to attack with a Force unit to get the Force. After the first phase, if you've got a unit that's got 4 more HP, you get the Force and you can be able to use it immediately. So 2 of those units would be Gungi and Jedi Consular. So those are the 2 that you want to be able to get out on your first turn, right? So Gungi 2 for 5, and that's it. And Jedi Consular, if you have them, you can tap them, use the Force, and a unit from your hand costs 2 less. I haven't really used that ability in the deck, using it so far. I mean, you can. The only problem is like you're trying to get up to, say Yoda, and if you use the Force to tap them to get 2 left, if you're on your 6 resource turn, you want to play an 8 cost Yoda. Using the Force, you're not going to be able to use Yoda's ability, so he's more here just for that 4 HP right there. So. And of course, Lothwolf and Secret of Sage and Yaddle. Yaddle's another one that you would want to use on turn 1 as well. Restore 1 on attack. Also on attack, other Jedi units get restore 1. So that's a very good card. Definitely can come and play a lot. Lothwolf, Secret of Sage, and Owen Lars. Owen, I definitely don't play turn 1 because he... I mean, he's an okay card, but I mean, he's the only 1 cost unit in the deck. He's mainly just kind of there if you've got an extra resource that you need to use, you can throw him down. And he's not bad. Restore 2. If you've got the ability to be able to put an experience token with him from Obi-Wan, go ahead and do it. You can pump him up to a 1/4. So moving on, if you see here, we got Drain Essence. And that is a villainy card, so you're going to be having to pay 2 extra resources to be able to use the villainy card, since this is a hero deck. But the reason why this is in here is for Anakin, so you can attempt to be able to use as much of his ability as possible. The -3/-3 for either having a heroism card in your discard pile, a villainy, or both. So you'd be able to get up to -6/-6 to a unit, or spread the -3/-3 to 2 units. So you don't even necessarily have to use this. If you're playing a red Force deck and they've got Force Throw, this is Force Throw bait right here. You don't have to use that 2 extra resources, and it goes into your discard pile. So Maz, great card. Play her, and then you'll be able to attack with a Force unit immediately and getting +2/+0 on the attack. Very good with like Gungi being able to get the 4 right off the bat, and 5 if you've gotten a experience token on him. Of course, Obi-Wan, this would be a staple in this deck because he's got a Sentinel, Yoda's lightsaber, and General's blade. These are the 2 lightsabers that I like using the most. An option in here was to use the 2 cost blue heroism lightsaber. Blanking on the name right now. Heirloom lightsaber. But I like both of these better. just my opinion. Chirrut, staple of a blue deck. You gotta have Chirrut in there. Itinerant Warrior is an awesome card. 4/4/4/4. A 4/4/4/4. Very hard to say. Shielded, and when you play, you can use the Force and gain 3. Shatterpoint and Takedown, just 2 cards in here to be able to try and clear your opponent's deck out. Graceful Purgle, the only space unit in here. That's just there just in case your opponent's got some space units out there. It's got Sentinel. It can just, you know, kind of stave off those space units just for a little while. The Tyrantotech, I believe I'm saying that right. This creature ambush when you're controlling a force unit. It's a good card to have out there. Ambush is always nice to have. And of course Anakin, as we explained earlier. This is what you're building up to, is Anakin and Yoda. Keller and Beck's in here just so you can try and get some units out on the out and play for Yoda, so you can be able to use Yoda's ability to its most extent. Keller and Beck, I back and forth between whether or not I wanted to play this one, because you know, you could always take out one Keller and Beck to have an extra Yoda, and then you'd have one Keller and Beck, or none of them in here, and maybe 3 Purgles, so you can maybe have 2 Purgles out in the your space arena. So I don't know. I've ran this deck a few times, and it's not bad. You know, it's definitely not really going to win a lot against your main decks out there, your big decks out there that are in the meta right now. But this is a fun deck to play, off meta, and yeah, let's get to it. Let's see how well I do. All right, first game's against Ray Data Vault, and we're getting the initiative. So if you see me looking down, it's because I got a screen right here in front of me, flat on the desk. Helps me pay attention while playing. So, all right, let's see. Let's mulligan this, and yeah, so what I wanted is a Gungi. So the Yoda and the Jedi Consular. This will be our first 2 resources. Let's play Gungi. Here's Ray's ability. 1 tapper, give an experience token to a unit with 2 or less power. Alright. So we'll resource Yoda's lightsaber, and then we'll bring in Obi-Wan because he's got the Sentinel. And we'll buff up Gungi. R2-D2. See if they take initiative. Yeah. Alright, Killer and Beck. Alright, so we will play... Let's buff up the Obi-Wan. Let's see if they take Mon into the base. And we'll take down Mon. I was looking to play Itinerant Warrior, If you get that one in, and then Obi-Wan would go ahead and become a Sentinel again. But we never got the chance to do that, because I wanted to take advantage of the ability. Alright. Oh. Let's resource the killer back. Gungi into the village protectors. Yeah, take out the village protectors after they buff them up. Let's play Yaddle. Yep, that's what I thought. And then we will deploy Obi-Wan. We're not healing that much from the base, but we're going to get the extra. Boom. Alright. And there we go, that's what we want to see. The Drain Essence. Now, you know what? I probably should have kept Secret to Sage, because I've been able to put that in when after I use the Drain Essence. Because Drain Essence is going to cost 4. Gungi. Boom. We'll do this. Alright, so I should be able to get rid of this unit and this unit when I bring in Anakin. And I'm going to use the Burden of the Masters. Claim initiative. Do they use the blue leader to get rid of Yaddle? Yep. Okay. Not going to resource anything. Oh, no. You know what? Should have played Maz there. God, I'm getting more in. Secretive Sage. Itinerant Warrior. Nothing to heal. Claim initiative. See what happens. Things are looking a little rough right now. Okay. So we'll Shatterpoint R2D2. Yeah. That close, that's why they run Data Vault. Alright. We will keep this one. We'll yeah, let's do that. We'll play the Gungi. And they're immediately going to get the Force with Jedi Padawan, claim initiative. We will, yeah, it's, yeah. So we'll buff Gungi. They got a mass. We will take base. And we'll put Yaddle down. Claim initiative. Alright, so we're going with Yaddle. Heal 1. Go ahead and use Drain Essence on Maz. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Oh. See what they do. What you gonna do? Yeah. That's what I thought. Are they going to use... No. All right. So it's Shatterpoint, Venestra, Vernestra. Okay. Bright Hope. Take out the Padawan. We'll play Owen. They play the Falcon. They get in with the Falcon. Deploy Obi-Wan. Attack with Obi-Wan. Give Owen an experience token and pass. That. Attack. Heal attack. Attack. The base. Let's actually take down the Falcon. Okay, they conceded. Alright, against Anakin. Alright, win the initiative. Yaddle. Alright, we both playing Yaddle. Alright. Resource the Consular. Let's buff up Yaddle. Alright. And we will just attack Yaddle. Claim initiative. Let's go ahead and use... Boom. What I want to do here. Do I want to trade units with them? I guess we will. Here, we'll claim initiative. Okay, we'll play Chirrut. I don't know why he did that. Alright, he conceded. I don't know why he did that. I'm assuming... I'm going to assume he had to have meant... Well, I don't know. So that's a... So it's a 3-cost card. I mean, I guess he could have dealt 4... I don't know what he was doing. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think what he meant to do was he meant to deal damage using Force Lightning. So even though it's a villainy unit, or villainy event, I think he wanted to use this, deal damage. He was willing to take on the 2 resource penalty. Deal damage to Chirrut, attack with red 5. Red 5 would deal 2 damage to a damaged unit, so he'd been able to get this off the board. So it's a good idea. I think he just screwed it up somehow. 1,000 yellow. This will be interesting. Alright, so we'll resource one of the Obi-Wans and Lothwolf. We'll go Gungi. And they're gonna go Night Sister Warrior. Makes sense. So we will play. Let's try this. Let's go General's Blade. Buff again. Attack. And then we can play the Yaddle using the General Blade's ability. There we go. Alright. Maybe play the Purgle next round if I can. So, Yaddle. I can go ahead and play that. Shin Hati's a really good card. I like Shin Hati. Hidden 4/2 with a shield token. Okay, let's play Chirrut. Attack with Yaddle. Attack with Gungi. Attack with the Purgle. Obi-Wan. I think I got this game won. cunning. Yeah, I didn't do enough. Boom. Boom. Not bad. I mean, Talisman Red, I've beaten Talisman Red before with another Obi-Wan deck that's looked like this, but it's pretty tough. You gotta have a pretty specific line of play, and they kind of gotta have a bit of a bad draw for you to win. The Talisman Yellow, I don't know if I've ever played against a Talisman Yellow before, but it was interesting. All right, Palpatine Colossus, probably, this is probably gonna be painful. Gonna be a lot of removal. Right, so keep this. Yeah. Go ahead and try and get a little bit of damage that I can. Yep, see? Treacherous. Claim initiative. Click Curate. Go ahead and get damage in while I can. Deploy Obi-Wan. Get rid of one of the Anakins. Go ahead and claim. Just slow death. Oh, an opponent controls the force. I thought it was For some reason I thought it was if you control the Force unit. Yeah, we're going to concede this one. Yep, okay, I was trying to be nice. Let's play an Obi-Wan yellow deck. Keep this. Very much going to be a lot of the same line of play. Let's see if they play a general display. Yep. We'll buff it up, buddy. All right. All right. Let's resource the. Yeah, let's resource the takedown. See if you attack. Yeah, he's going to attack base. So I will deploy Obi-Wan. Oh, man. That was a good play. Oh, where are you flying? I forgot about that. Ah! Probably should have played the Chirrut first. Chirrut first. Because you got the Sentinel, and then I could have gone in Maz. Boom. One maybe. Heal. Boo. Double red Sabine. Keep this. I bet they got Force though. Buff up the Gungi. Don't know what they're waiting on. 20 seconds. Maybe should have played Jedi Consular first because they go in and attack. Deal 3 indirect damage. Probably take 1 indirect damage on the base and then 2 on Gungi. Okay. So we'll go ahead and play the Jedi Consular. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, I'm going to claim initiative. Resources takedown. Yeah, the Tarkin Town, huh? Alright, so let's go and use takedown on that. Attack. Claim initiative. Don't want to use the Drain Essence. I think we'll use... We'll just go ahead and use Shatter Point. Okay, we can't use it on Sabine. Yeah, it was a mistake on my part. Yeah, I'm done. Alright, Han Dagobah Swamp. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this one. Alright. So we'll resource the Burden of Masters and... Oh, let's do the... Those two. Play the Jedi Consular. Yeah, alright. So, Jedi lightsaber. So buff up the Jedi Consular. We'll attack. Obi-Wan. We'll attack. Claim initiative. Let's see if he keeps the Alright, so he chooses to keep the Millennium Falcon. Let's go ahead and we will take it down. Buff up the Obi-Wan. Resource Owen. Okay. Looks like it's just going to be a race. And so far, doesn't have any force units, so we'll just interesting. So here's a good question. Do I go ahead and take initiative and hope that he doesn't have anything that can get rid of both of these cards? I don't think he does. So we'll claim initiative. Yep. Yep, he concedes. Good game, buddy, even though you left. All right, so that's going to be the last game that we play here on this video. I very much appreciate everybody for watching. Yeah, hope to do more of these types of videos in the future. I am going to, say I am not the best player. I haven't been playing for that long. I do very much enjoy it. I saw some of the mistakes that I made in the previous games, so I am aware of that. But if you got any tips, leave in the comments below. I would love to hear it. love some encouragement. I love to keep doing some of these videos. It's fun. And until next time, y'all take it easy. Oh, and like this video and subscribe to the channel. It is much appreciated. Thank you for watching.